Whether you already have a research focus or want to browse information for research ideas, a database is a good resource to find a variety of materials. A database is like a big candy bowl. It contains an assortment of materials, which would be the candy. Not all databases are the same. They're not a one-stop shop like Google. Like the candies in the last slide, databases come in particular flavors or subjects. Here I have broken down the concept of databases. We can start by looking at the vendors. The vendors are the companies that provide access to databases. Some of these are EBSCO, LexisNexis, and ProQuest. Some of the databases they provide access to are Academic Search Complete, LexisNexis Academic, named after the vendor, and Medline. Keep in mind that some of the vendors have more than one database. Also, don't confuse the vendors for the database, because they're not. Some of these databases are stronger than others in the contents and materials they provide. For example, if you're a nursing student, you might want to take a look at Medline, because they provide information on nursing and medical information. LexisNexis Academic provides wide variety of information from a wide variety of sources, but they're particularly strong in periodicals, including newspapers and magazines, as well as journals. EBSCO databases are particularly strong in electronic books and electronic journals. Now you can break down the publication types even more by document type. Let's go find some databases. Starting from the UTEP homepage, we're going to look on the menu on the left and select Library. This will take you to our online catalog. We have 4 search boxes. The way I like to describe these are by comparing them to going to the store. For example, the first one, Books and Journals, will give you pretty much everything we have. So if you type in a search term like Chicano and press search, you'll get a ton of stuff. Over 1,200 items, including books, videos, and more. Even articles. However, it's not the best way to find articles because it's not specific enough. So we're going to go back to the library homepage, and under articles and databases, this is like you're already in the store and walking down the aisles. So you're walking down the aisles looking at the bread aisle, at the cereals aisle, the frozen foods aisle, and databases are sorted pretty much the same way by subject. So you have a drop-down list and an A to Z list. The third box, it's like you're already in an aisle. So if you're in the cereal aisle and you already know that you want Captain Crunch, you would type in Captain Crunch if this was the tab for cereals. So let's say that I want to see if there's a journal with the title Chicano. I would type that in and press search, and sure enough it pulled up 3 items. The last box I like to compare to like having a personal shopper, because you already have a librarian who came up with a library guide for your particular class. Not all classes have them, but a lot of them do. So let's say you're looking up a research guide for Chicano Studies, La Chicana. So you would click on that, and it happens to be me who made this library guide. Well, here you have not only my contact info, helpful links, including library hours and interlibrary loan services, but also instructional quick how-to videos, recommended library sources including books, journals, articles, and databases, and even outside sources of information. So take a look at that. The purpose of the library guides is to cut down your research time. Now that we know a bit more about how the UTEP Library Online Catalog works, let's go find a database. So I'm going to go to the second tab, and I can either use an A to Z list to find what I want, but I'm going to use a drop-down list instead, and I'm going to look for Chicano Studies and see if it's listed. And it is, so I'm going to select it and click search. Now, from this list, I'm going to look for something that says Chicano. I'm going to scroll down. It's listed alphabetically. And yes, there is a Chicano database by EBSCO, the vendor. And you can read the description. It tells you that it covers materials from the 1900s to the present. The bulk is from the 1960s. So that's right around the time the Chicano movement was in its heyday. And it tells you that these are all the people that it classifies under Chicano. It looks pretty good to me because it includes a variety of subjects. So I'm going to click on it. And this is the actual database. If you ever used MySpace, you are probably pretty good at using Facebook because the interface is pretty similar. Some of these databases are very similar and they include search boxes, Boolean operators, and limiters. So you can limit it by dates, document types, books, journals, newspapers, publication types, books, journals, and newspapers, and even language. So right now, since I don't have a research focus, I'm going to type in Chicano, and I'm just going to browse some of these results. And it gave me over 9,000 results. That is too much. However, luckily, I can narrow it down even more by dates. So you can use this scroll tool to limit it. I'm going to limit it to 1960 to 1980. So 20 years. And it narrowed down my search from over 9,000 items to less than 5,000. I could even narrow it down more by academic journals, books, and newspapers, and it'll tell you how many items are in these particular sections. Okay, so let's say that for my results, I want a book. I narrowed it down, my results down by books, and it gave me over 2,000 items. Now I'm going to scroll through these, and I am looking for general information on the Chicano movement. And I think I found one, the Chicano movement. So I'm interested in this one. It's from 1972. To access this, I'm going to click on check for this item at the UTEP library. Now you get this pop-up, which is a web bridge. This should connect you to the item if we have it. It says that it's not available, so you have to request it through interlibrary loan. So you would click on Iliad, which is the software that we use to request interlibrary loans. I already have an account, so it led me to this page where you just input the book information. But to make an account with Iliad, you would go to the library homepage, click under Library Services, and go to Interlibrary Loan for students. And then you would sign up. And I already signed up, so that's it.